hey, when combining the white and black cube together, I was quite concerned how it was going to result, considering that the black cube was the most dangerous out of them all. Surprisingly, the gray cube isn't as dangerous as it seems, as its danger level is quite low. Now, when looking over this, we have discovered at least 3 powers behind it so far. First one is some signal or wavelength manipulation. We had some walkie-talkies had some weird distortions and signals. We had one employee that was trying to use the microwave to microwave their food, which, assuming that the microwave's wavelengths were manipulated, their food got turned into a liquid, which I feel bad for the guy who couldn't even eat lunch for today. And we also had another incident where we usually keep objects and items in a storage unit for future experiments. A radio started to play some signal, whether that was like old music, news, or whatever. Weirdly enough, the radio has never worked in years, and considering that it has signal now is quite fascinating. Now, the second power is the ability to glitch objects, and it involves 2 things. One, obviously, is the obvious sort of glitch you find in, like, video games. Like, an object might be wrong, or it might be stuttering, glitching, or something like that. And the second play at it is memory-related, which is like you're trying to remember something, but it's misremembered. To better explain it, it's like trying to tell someone to draw a dog, but they never seen or know what a dog is, so when they try to attempt drawing it, the dog looks wrong. So to test this experiment, we grabbed a random coworker's book, which was 1984 by George Orwell, took a good look at it, and when we poked it with the gray cube, it got misremembered. Its colors were slightly wrongish in a way, and instead of 1984, it was 1948, and instead of George Orwell, it was Gary Owen. So obviously, the title, the physical appearance, and everything else was misremembered. And inside the book, the words were smudge, blurred, and gibberish, which logically makes sense because you only remember the physical appearance of the book, but never the details of the words inside it. And the physical appearance of the book is also strange. It's like in a state between being open and closed and turning a page, and it's all frozen in time, and it looks like 3 books that were fused into one. It's quite strange, really. And the third power that we found is the recalling power. Now, the recalling power is quite interesting. So we had a coworker of ours that was trying to figure out a song that they're trying to remember, but they don't remember the full length. They tried to recreate it by humming it. It was quite horrible, honestly. And they don't remember the name or length of the song at all. And the gray cube decided to play the full song, the full length of it, and the coworker started to remember the whole song, so there's that. And then another coworker was trying to remember a show that they watched as a kid, but then they don't remember what it was, and don't remember what the name of the show was. The gray cube acted like a TV screen, and it started showing the TV kids show, the title, and the length of it as well. So, this gray cube definitely has a way of recalling memories. So, it has a weird way of memories. So whatever is remembered will be misremembered. And whenever someone is trying to remember something, it will make them remember it. So that is all the powers that we have discovered so far in this gray cube. We're still experimenting and looking over on it, and that's all the data we have so far. Obviously, this thing has a bit of sentience, since we have talked about that when someone's trying to remember something, it will help them try to remember. And of course, it reacts, has emotion, and it reacts strongly to anything that's memory related. Now, surprisingly, this gray cube is the only cube that can speak, and it speaks through, I guess, using its signal and wavelengths or sound waves or whatever. It uses a array or a multiple clips of video clips or voices from different TV shows, movies, or even videos on the internet to speak, pretty much. And it's quite fascinating how it has the ability to speak. And how it moves around is like 2 things. It uses some physical wavelengths or sound waves around itself, and it moves around through sound. And the second one is it uses this sort of like static surrounding that it uses, and it moves around with static. And that's pretty much all that we have so far with this gray cube, and it's quite fascinating that it can actually speak. The only cube that can actually speak compared to the rest of the other ones.